Hello, Glen. Hello, Seth.
If you could go to space, would you?
No.
But, oh wait, I was expecting you to say yes.
If you were going to leave the U.S. to go somewhere, where would you go?
Probably, but not completely Australia. Strictly because I have always found marsupials fascinating.
If you could meet someone, who would it be?
Peter Pan? No, Hook.
How many kittens?
I'd say 5 is a good number to start off with, but probably work up from there.
What would be the first thing you would say to Christopher Columbus on his journey back home?
I would say thank you.
Why a beard?
Dumb question. Move on.
What would be the first thing you would say to Christopher Columbus on his arrival in the New World?
I'd say finally. It's a long journey.
Which toe would you remove if you had to remove one?
Would I only have to remove one?
Yes.
Okay, then just the pinky one.
8 arms. What would you do?
I would probably build more things. Carpentry.
What would you ask a seal if it could answer you?
I think I'd say, hey seal, what's it feel like to be eaten by a killer whale? Are we talking to like dead seals?
Jedi or Sith?
Well, Emperor Palpatine has a pretty sweet voice, so I would definitely want that voice. That's all.
Sunglasses or pineapples?
Pineapples if they're cold.
Being a pacifist, as yourself, did Jabba the Hutt deserve death?
Yes. He was a big ugly slug.
If you were to get arrested, what would it be for?
For having too much fun. Party animal.
What would be your least favorite thing to ride?
Turkeys.
Which dinosaur is the worst?
Probably the ones that don't eat meat.
What does getting married taste like?
Have you ever tasted ginger, but then added pineapple sundaes?
Can you count by twos?
2, 4, 6, 8. I am really great.
Would you still wear pants if it was socially acceptable not to?
No way. Pants are the worst.
Are you a robot?
Let me start out by asking you another question. 01101.
If you could pass one law, what would it be?
I don't know what to think of for that. That's a hard question. That's a politically sound question.
If a ghost farts, can you see it?
I don't know, but I sure as bet I can smell it.
If you had a state flag, what would it look like?
Ooh, it would have so many colors in the corners, like blotches of colors, and then in the center would be a picture of my face, and then in the center on each end would be beards. So multiple beards without faces, color splotches, and a picture of me. And somewhere around in there, I don't know where, it would be an ostrich.
Who inspires you to be a human?
Probably that hairy guy Wookiee thing from Star Wars.
If you could be in a movie, which one? And as which character?
I would play Tom Cruise in every movie Tom Cruise has ever been in.
Which planet would you eat?
Moon? Oh, that's not a planet though. Mars, because that's definitely looks like a cheese ball.
Which actor or actress would play you?
Sean Connery would be me in like my serious roles. But if I was ever in a comedy, which that's unlikely, it would probably be Gwyneth Paltrow.
Can you draw a picture of an elephant?
Yeah, I do that every day.
Nice.
If you were a music instrument?
Trumpet.
Name 30 things.
Philistine. Magic Uncle Mike. Is that 3 words or is that 1? Teddy Rapskins.
What's the best thing about having a beard?
Oh, jeez. The way I look?
What is the 27th alphabet letter?
Oh, Z-A. Or Za, as it's pronounced in the Caribbean.
Catchphrase.
Keep going until you can't find your shoes, and then build some shoes out of your building skills.
At what decibel do you stop hearing?
That one.
When you become a cat, because it's only a matter of time, how long to your first hairball?
Immediately.
How many times did Christopher Columbus look at his watch when he sailed to the New World?
Trick question. Christopher Columbus didn't have watches, because they weren't invented yet, but he did have a sundial, and he looked at that record show at least 5 times every couple of minutes, especially when he saw the New World in sight.
If a bee pollinated you as a flower,
Likely to happen.
act it out.
What time is the dragon?
5:15.
Do you regret wearing t-shirts ever?
I prefer to be shirtless.
Milo or Otis?
Otis the cat.
Describe the first time we met.
Well, it was, your typical Saturday afternoon. There were, like, a bunch of wolves chasing me, and I thought I was going to die, because I was all out of arrows in my satchel, my arrow satchel. But thankfully, this knight in shining armor swoops in on his griffin, and he just, decapitates all the wolves and says, "Hop on board, young man!" And I jumped on, we flew off, and you cooked me some hot chocolate.
How old was Abraham Lincoln when you met him?
Are we talking about before the Liberty Bell or after the New Age?
First sensation you feel in the morning.
Tenderness.
What is the best job for a penguin to have?
Oh, easy. Chauffeur or what are those people that take the keys?
Valet.
Valet.
What body part would you least mind losing?
Shoulder blades? I don't use them.
Where is Gandalf now?
Probably at Walgreens. He's a cashier, actually.
Rhyme something. Make up a rhyme.
Cat, bat, in a hat. Everywhere I go, there's a cat in a hat. It's like Dr. Seuss. What's that? Something loose.
Which precious metal best describes our relationship?
Sterling silver for our strength and pure gold for its obvious. This relationship is gold.
Hey, internet and friends. So here's the thing. We know this isn't a typical challenge video vlog, but I know we've been really bad at posting them on time. But the challenge Glenn issued me, which was to make a day out of a children's story, I wanted to make it good, and so it's taking a little longer to get people together and write it out and figure it out. So it will be coming out, but we didn't want to leave you guys another week without anything, so we decided to just do something goofy, like brothers, and post a video.
Challenge you.
I challenge you. That's how we wanted to end it. We challenge you.
We challenge you to wait.
Watch us. Oh. To wait.
We challenge you to watch this video and then wait for Seth.
And don't do anything until
Yep.
that.